Hey everyone, welcome back to Cosmic Cassie. This is going to be the fire reading for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We're going to go in that order. If the reading does not resonate, please do not take it. Obviously, resonate means that you're not trying really hard to put the pieces together. The puzzle just fits very naturally, okay? I apologize if you hear anything moving around. We have neighbors moving in and construction behind us, and so there's a little bit of noise coming from a couple different areas. So I tried to move to the room that had the quietest space, but we'll see. So Aries, let's go ahead and start off with you guys. I'm going to write down the timestamps so I do not forget here. So we'll put right at 52. We are doing Aries. All right, Aries, let's jump into it. This is going to be, Aries, your reading for the month. So this Tuesday all the way until the third Tuesday of February, okay? What does Aries need to know right now? That's good. We have some good cards popping out already. What does Aries need to know right now? What does Aries need to know right now? And Aries, just so you know, because I am a psychic, intuitive, channeler, medium, there's so many names that go there, but just know if you want a personal reading, you can get that on my website, cosmiccassie.com is where you will be able to find that, okay? Show me Aries. What does Aries need to know? We're going to try to get one more. Show me, what does Aries need to know? Beautiful. All right, Aries. Let me pull some real quick clarifying cards for these. It's pretty good. I mean, you have the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Cups, the Fool. I mean, oh, you do have the Tower and the Devil mixed together, but we'll see what that is, Aries, okay? And at the bottom of the deck there, we do have the Wheel of Fortune. Before I jump into these, I did feel pulled to grab this deck. It's a deck of abilities, and I felt like I needed to pull 2 or 3 from here. So I want to just quickly pull those to jump this reading off rather than jumping into the tarot. So some of you may be actually having abilities come through for you. You may be starting to explore your abilities, or they're changing and transforming in some way that's a little bit new, but it feels like a learning curve. But I think that we need a little bit clarity on what's happening and like how to better understand what's happening. We have Alchemist, Empath, Healing Hands, Fashionista. Okay, I'm not going to read from these because I do a lot of energy reading on my cards rather than just reading outright what the meaning is. For Alchemist, Empath, Healing Hands, and Fashionista, this feels very much like someone who's starting to realize that they have an ability to affect the energy around them. What I'm quite literally seeing in my mind's eye is someone who's using their hands, they're using their intuition, they're using their personal power to begin to actually heal people, but also heal themselves, to find their own way of creating self-love. This feels very much like a confidence boost, if anything. I don't say that this is something negative in any aspect, but it feels like we are boosting our own personal confidence. We're getting some courage that's coming in. We're having a lot of growth when it comes to, it almost feels like building and trusting the faith within ourselves. So it's not very externally based. It's not looking at the external things or an external source or believing in spirit, believing in God, angels, whatever it is for you. It feels very internal. I'm starting to realize and understand how I show up in this world, and I'm getting more confident in that, and I'm leaning more into it, and I'm starting to go more with it. That's how this feels, okay? So that is a really quick message before we jump into the tarot. Getting into the tarot, we do have the Ten of Pentacles with the Fool. We have the Nine of Cups with the Six of Cups. We have the Moon with the Two of Swords. And we have the Tower with the Devil. Aries, this very much is feeling like something really good that's starting off, and it almost starts to dwindle down into a space that we actually don't want to be in. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Fool, this feels like we're actually having a new opportunity. We're having a new beginning. We're being able to move into a direction that we haven't been able to. I feel like with that, we've been blocked. There's been challenges. There's been things that haven't allowed us to actually do what we wanted to do. But finally, those doors are opening up. The opportunity is there. We can actually move into that direction. And there's little resistance in any shape, form, or fashion. Okay. And then with the Nine of Cups and the Six of Cups, it's like, wow, this is everything I thought it would be. It's everything I dreamed it would be. It's everything I really wanted it to be. And now it's finally happening. It's coming true. Now that I'm experiencing that thing that I've always wanted, I actually feel like it is definitely the thing I've always wanted. Sometimes we get these dreams, we get these ideas in our mind, but because we never really experience them, we don't always know if it's actually everything that we think it's going to be. The same thing can happen with people and relationships. If we have an interaction with someone and then we obsess over thinking that person would be the perfect boyfriend or girlfriend for us, and it's only because we haven't experienced being with them in that capacity. And this is like, Aries, you're finally experiencing what you've always wanted, and it's turning out exactly like you want it to be. And then we have the Two of Swords and the Moon coming in. With this energy, it's not like it's spoiling it. It's not like it's ruining it. What it feels like with the Two of Swords and the Moon is that we almost go into a little bit of self-sabotage, because I feel like we're enjoying it so much and it's everything we wanted it to be, that we start to second guess and doubt the motive behind it, the motive behind the situation, the experience, the person, whatever this is for you, Aries. The Two of Swords is very much, I'm blinding myself because I don't want to make a choice. I don't want to see the truth. I don't want to know what it really is. So some of you may be in one direction where everything seems amazing. It seems so good that you're refusing to see maybe some of the red flags. The other side of you, it's so good that I almost get scared that I'm not seeing the red flags. So either way, this is someone who's either afraid that they're not seeing the disadvantages, the outcome that is negative in this situation, or this is someone who's refusing to see the ones that are very obviously in front of them. Aries, this is an energy of coming into a beautiful situation with hidden fears. And that's how we are going to be able to overcome getting trapped in this situation where it doesn't lead to the way that we want it to lead. You're going to have to release these fears as you move into this beautiful space. And releasing the fears is what's going to allow you to see the red flags, or to realize there are no red flags that need to be seen at all. With the Devil and the Tower card, this is very much the ending, because if we don't go over our fears and really learn to understand what our fears are and why our fears are showing up in this capacity that's either making us doubt or not allowing us to see what's right there in front of us, that maybe this isn't wish fulfillment, this is how it's going to end. It's the devil is quite literally the fear and the obsession, the passion, the lust, the temptation, and the Tower is everything falling apart because we're leading in with those fears, with those temptations. So Aries, this feels very clear of a storyline for me. I love the beginning. I'm not loving the ending so much, but again, you can always change that energy. This is not going to be the energy that you have to sit in, that belongs to you, that no one else can interrupt. You can interrupt this energy. And I think that's why they had me pull the initial cards of you having more confidence in yourself, of how you're able to control the situation, how you're able to maneuver around the energy and make it work for you. You don't have to be a victim in this situation, and this does not have to end badly. But the more that you believe in yourself, the more you find and cultivate that self-love, the more confidence that is created to allow us to overcome this situation and not have this kind of tragic ending. This can be a new beginning. You have literally the Fool with the Ten of Pentacles. There's no other beginning that I would want to have than that. And then the very next one talks of love. So it's not just about financial stability. It's not just about permanency and being secure in something. It's also love. It's also emotion. It's feeling good about what I have. But this is the main trap here. because we're allowing our fears to seep in. Some of you, this situation really genuinely is exactly as you see it. Others of you, no, it's not. You're choosing to not see the reality of what it is. So some of you are going into this already in a bad situation. Some of you are not. I'm going to be honest, I would say 98% of you, this really actually is a beautiful situation. This really is something you want to be a part of, something you want to cultivate, something you want to nurture and grow, whatever this is, whether it's with a person, it's with traveling, getting a new job, yourself, creating a new hobby, new friends group, things like this. It actually is a very beautiful situation for you. But it feels like because it's working out so well, because it's going so well, we begin to doubt it. We begin to fear it. We begin to be resilient towards it. We stop engaging and interacting in a flow, in a free flow kind of way. And we start to get a little bit more resistant, a little bit more stifled, a little bit insecure because we don't want it to go away. We don't know if it's going to go away. What if it's not everything it's meant to be? What if this is fake? It doesn't feel like that. For 98% of you, it does not feel that way. Okay? Aries, I hope this helped, and I hope that this was giving you some clarity on your own situation and how to move through that situation in the next coming month here. I will see you guys next month on the 3rd Tuesday. Also, if you want to catch a channeled message, which I post every week on Thursdays, please tune in for that as well. All right. Have a great day, Aries. All right, next we are going to move into Leo. Leo, we are going to start you off at 11:21 here. Leo, we are going to jump into messages for you from today all the way until next month on the 3rd Tuesday. The first Tuesday, I post the earth signs. The second Tuesday, water signs. And 3rd Tuesday are air. Sorry, I lied. The second Tuesday is air. 3rd Tuesday is fire. 4th Tuesday is water. So earth, air, fire, water. So if you're interested in earth or air, those are already posted, and water will be next Tuesday. Let's go ahead and jump into your cards. What does Leo need to know here? What does Leo need to know? Immediately, Leo, because I am, I do channeling. I do a lot of things, okay? I get messages in lots of different ways. For you guys, as I'm shuffling before I pull anything out, I'm immediately hearing my guides tell me that Leo is in transition. Leo is going under a transition. They are transitioning. It is going to be a successful transition, but they need to be leery and wary of, and then they literally show me an image of like a beetle, like bedbug beetle or something like this. So I don't know if you have people that are going through this transition with you and they really shouldn't be. Show me Leo. Show me Leo. What does Leo need to know for the next month? What does Leo need to know for the next month? I got the Hermit coming up there. Let's get one more, Leo. One more for Leo. Oh, I'm hearing 2 more for Leo, so I'll get 2 more for Leo. Or we'll just let them fall how they fall. Let's see it now. What does Leo need to know? Sorry, Leo, give me some patience. For the clarifying card, or the clarifying cards, I'll pull those, but for the main cards, I really prefer that they fall out on their own, and that spirit kind of chooses which ones are coming out, not me. So we got the ones we needed. Now let me pull the clarifying cards for these. Show me these. Oops. 9 of Wands. We got the Hermit. We got the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. All right. All right, Leo. And then we have the Emperor, I think I saw on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Sorry, there was a little yawn there. I had to stretch. Leo, let's go ahead and jump into these energies and see what's going on with you guys and how that channeled message kind of comes in. So starting off, we have the Devil with the Ace of Pentacles. Immediately when I get this, it does feel like false temptation. It feels like you're being guided, you're being falsely tempted into a direction that isn't good for you, that's not meant for you. And sometimes it's not necessarily the direction, because what they're showing me is someone almost falsely tempting you into doing their work for them. So if this is like a coworker, it's like, hey, I really wish that I could get off early, man. I have my son's baseball game and I really want to go there, but I'm just loaded. And like, you know, the wife is kind of upset because I can't make it. And it's like they're saying this to you in this kind of way on purpose so that you'll be like, oh, you know what? Like, I can finish that. So why don't you go ahead and go to your son's baseball game? There's no need to miss it. And I'll carry this out. Like, I'll get this all done. And then it's like you may not ever find out, and I don't think that you do. There was never really a baseball game. The guy wanted to go hang out with his buddies at a sports bar and watch a different game. And there was never even a baseball game that he was going to be missing. And it's like, if you do find out about it, it's like, oh yeah, they canceled it because of XYZ. And so I just ended up catching, the game on the show with some of the buddies, and that's all. So this feels like someone who is like, kind of dangling things in front of you just so that you'll grab them and be tricked by them. But the whole intention and purpose and motive here is to get you to do their work for them. And that's what this feels like. And I feel like you think that you're creating a bond with this person. I feel like and it does feel very person specific. But it's like, I think that you believe you're creating some kind of bond. You guys are showing up in such a good friendship kind of way that you're, like, it doesn't feel like you're doing it to suck up to this person. It feels like you genuinely are trying to show up as a good person, a good friend, a good coworker, a good family member, a good partner. But it's like, no, this person's taking advantage of you. They're purposely kind of manipulating their words in the situation to get you to willingly do things for them that you really should not be doing. With the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords here, this is very much an energy of no matter how much you do this, no matter how much you invest in this, it's like you're never going to get to the point that you want. So no matter how much I do for this person, the day that I finally need something done for me, this person is not going to show up and do it. And it's not because you're not doing enough for them. It's because this person is greedy. They're self-centered. They don't want to do the work. They want someone else to do it for them. They're not willing to show up in a mutual balanced way and also do the work for you because you're their friend. They don't see it like that. I feel like this is a very usatory energy. This also lets me know, Leo, this person is holding you back from moving on in a faster, more successful, better situation. It's almost like you're going to be stalled out in this situation, constantly giving, slowly moving, constantly giving. And this person is creating a block for you in your own energy that isn't allowing you to move further, move higher, move more, okay? With the Eight of Cups and the Hermit, this feels more like advice. This is telling you, hey, you really need to think about what are the things that really truly fulfill you, and are those things that fulfill you giving you an equal exchanged energy where I put into them and I naturally get back because I enjoy putting into it so much. It's asking you to go within, Leo, to do some introspection, to go within and be the hermit for a little bit, to figure out, what do I need to let go of? What do I need to move on from? Is it I have a need to, and I'm sorry, that's Five of Cups, not Eight of Cups. I think I said Eight of Cups. Do I have a need to people please? Do I have a need to get validation from others? Do I feel like I have to be liked all the time? It's asking you to really go within and dissect your internal world and figure out, why am I allowing this person to use me in this way? Why do I keep falling for people that use me in this way? And understand that very clearly so you can learn to let it go and to move off from it, okay? With the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, this is letting you know right now you're standing on a false stability. This is a false foundation. So as secure as you may think this friendship, this partnership, whatever connection, relationship this is, and whatever you think it's giving you, it's letting you know, no, it's not. It's not. It's very much false. And it's false because it's operating off of your own insecurities. You're not actually getting anything back except being able to revalidate that you have certain insecurities. And again, these insecurities could stem from people pleasing, needing validation, needing external love to feel internal love, things like this. And it's almost creating you to make these connections and allow these relationships that do not satisfy you, that do not fulfill you, and are ultimately not creating a solid foundation and a stable grounding. The last we have is the Knight of Swords with the Three of Wands. With the Knight of Swords and Three of Wands, this is asking you take quick action so that you can move forward. I do feel like there's an opportunity that's going to be coming in for you, Leo. And I feel like this is a very good opportunity. But if you choose to turn it away because you don't want to hurt this person's feelings, you choose to turn it away or not even see it or pay attention to it or even go after it because of the current situation that you're in with this connection, whoever you're connected to, I feel like when you don't look at your insecurities and try to release this connection and to realize this connection is all false, there's nothing solid about this connection, or whatever you think you're getting from it is not solid. When we do that, we're able to very clearly see the opportunities that lie ahead of us that we can pursue and take very easily. But if we don't do that, we stay blind to it. We stay in a place of not believing we can do it. I feel like this person would even go as far as convincing you that something is not meant for you, that you can't do it, or, oh, that's lame, that's stupid. There's no reason to do that. And really, they know that it's a good opportunity, but there's some jealousy that you're the one that could take the opportunity. And I believe that they know that you could take it, but it's like they want to keep you at their level. They want to keep you stuck where they are so they can keep using you. Leo, this is all the message that I have for you today. Again, this is going to go until the 3rd week of February, where I will do another reading. So this is like your month reading. Okay, Leo? If you ever want more clarification, you can look on my website, cosmiccassie.com, and get a personal reading if you would like to do that. We're going to go ahead and move on to Sagittarius. Right at 22:07, we have Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, thank you for joining us. This is going to be your monthly reading from the 3rd week of January to the 3rd week of February. If you want to check out Earth or Air sign readings, those were posted on the 1st and 2nd Tuesday. Next Tuesday is going to be water signs. Let's go ahead and jump into it, Sagittarius, and see what's going on with you and what we need to know about here. Show me Sagittarius, any Sagittarius energy. What does Sagittarius need to know? Okay, Sagittarius. Sorry if you hear any like clanging or banging. We have people moving in. We also have construction outside, so it's a few different things there. You have the Tower. Sagittarius, I feel like you are not going to require as many cards. I'm feeling 3 cards is going to be good. Show me Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know? Sagittarius need to know. I said 3, they said 4. Okay, and let me go ahead and pull some clarifying cards for each of these. Oh my goodness. They keep wanting to fly out all over the place. Show me the Tower. Oh my lord. Sagittarius, you guys got some serious messages wanting to come in, okay? Interesting. Okay. Sagittarius, let's jump into what this means. I've been showing everyone what's on the bottom. So for you, you have 8 of Pentacles here on the bottom. With the Tower and the 6 of Wands, this feels immediately like a recovery. I don't know that all of you have gone through this though, because some of this energy feels kind of new. It feels fresh. And I do a lot of energy work and readings, and so that's why I'm saying it feels newer for a lot of you. I'm hearing and seeing like 68% of you, this would have already happened. The other side of you, 54 of you, it may not have happened. Some of you, it happened, but you didn't know it happened, is how it feels. Because I know 68 and 54 do not equal 100, but 68 of you, I think that this happened and you know it occurred. 54% of you, it's either not happened or it's happened and you don't realize it's happened. Okay? The Tower and 6 of Wands to me feels heavily like an energy of, I have kind of just come through hell. Something has just happened where I've lost a lot of things. A lot of things have been destroyed. A lot of changes have happened, but I'm actually coming out of it in such a beautiful way, in an amazing kind of way. And I feel like the way that you're coming out of this is intentionally trying to change your environment, change where you're at. So some of you may actually move because of this. Some of you may relocate. You may actually move states or something like this. But it feels very much like I need to change my environment. I need to change my surroundings. And that's how I'm successfully moving out of this. But at the same time, we lead into the 8 of Swords and the Page of Wands, where it's almost like, hey, the universe is stopping you and they're like, hey, Sagittarius, look, I know this terrible thing happened. I know it's not what you wanted. And I know that you want to not run away, but maybe change everything around you. But we need you to stay still. We need you to stay put. You can't go on your new adventure yet because there's some things that need to be learned. There's some things that need to be experienced. We need you to kind of face the tower that just fell instead of trying to run and just recreate somewhere else. So I feel like this is actually the universe stopping you. And I think that you're going to run into various situations and scenarios that prevent you from moving forward in the way that you want to move forward. And it's almost the universe putting their gentle hand in front of you and saying, no, if we made a mess, we need to turn around and look at the mess that we made, and then we have to clean it up without kind of just leaving it there. And I feel like some of you Sagittarius just want to leave it there. And then we have the 9 of Wands with the Emperor. And so this is very much it's giving me energy of a child that just kind of got scolded from their parent. And they're like, no, I don't want to do that. Don't make me do that. I want to be in charge. I want to be in control. I want to make my own decisions. Do not make me go back and do this. Because there's a lot of resistance with not being able to move on. There's a lot of resistance with being forced to kind of turn around and look at the mess and experience the mess instead of just leaving the mess where it's at. And this is I'm resisting because I don't have to do that. I'm not going to do that, and I don't have to do that, and it's not what I want to do. Now, the universe, as much as they, or it, he, she, whatever you want to call it, as much as the universe will redirect us in ways that we may not want to be redirected, it will also allow us to choose if we want that redirection. And for you, Sagittarius, that includes when they're redirecting you and telling you, hey, don't run from this, you need to stop and look at it. And majority of you are going no, I don't want to stop and look at it, universe. I want to make my own decision and I want to leave this behind. The universe is going to let you do that. And that's where we see the Ace of Wands and the Chariot come in. Because it's okay, I tried to let you know, this is what needs to happen, and you're telling me you don't want to do it, so you go ahead and you do things your way. We're not going to hold you back and tie you down and force you to do anything, because free will is a beautiful thing. So if that's what you want to do, then go ahead and do it. And then it's you have an idea of already where you want to go, because I think you already had the idea here, even though the universe was no. I think it slowed you down some because we're going to the Ace of Wands rather than the Page of Pentacles. But I also think that little pause period might have made you rethink what it is that you wanted to do or how you wanted to move forward. But it's like we immediately know where we're going. And it's like, okay, thanks for opening the gate. Thanks for not holding me back. I am going. I am gone. I am out of here. I made my decision and I am leaving. Okay? But I think the reason this 8 of Pentacles is here on the bottom of the deck is because you're going to end up running into more of the same situation because you didn't correct something here and now and you wanted to move on from it. And it's not that the moving on is the bad piece. It's not even bad at all. But I think what the universe was trying to do was get you to resolve something in a permanent kind of way. That way you don't ever have to experience it again. But it feels like those of you that kind of just pushed through the doors and kind of ignored the universe on this one and just moved forward anyways, you're going to end up running into more lessons. I feel like this was an opportunity to close some kind of cycle out, Sagittarius. But when you ignore the universe, it's letting them know, obviously, we need more lessons for them to figure out how to close this cycle because they're not ready to close it. They're not ready to see it and close it the way it needs to be closed. So those of you who pushed through the universe and kind of didn't stop and really address and sit in this tower moment and figure it out and look at it and reassess it, whatever that tower is for you, I feel like you're going to end up running into a lot more lessons centered around whatever this experience was. Even though you feel like you're able to be happy because you're moving on and finally things are working out, you're pushing through. That's the Emperor energy is I'm going to push through. I'm going to force it to move. I'm going to force it to go in this direction. Even if I don't feel like maybe the universe wants me to, I'm going to make it happen. And that's the beauty and the not beauty of the Emperor is that ability to push through maybe when you're not supposed to. So I would just be on the lookout, Sagittarius, if this sounds like something you went through where there was a tower and you immediately try to leave it behind and move on from it. This is saying, no, it doesn't quite work that way. We're going to have to show you a few things to get you to see this in a different way, to learn this and understand this in a different way. I feel like there was an opportunity missed to really close out something important here. Okay. If you guys want to get a personal reading and kind of clarify any of this and you feel like it really resonates, feel free to go on my website, cosmiccassie.com. You will see all my information there. You can book a personal reading with me at that time if you are feeling inclined. Otherwise, I will see you on the 3rd Tuesday of February. And Sagittarius, you have a great day. Bye.